Um, but today we're going to do a little something that I know all of you will love because I know you love slime. Yes, people, I'm doing slime again. For those of you who know me, you know that I typically am not big on doing slime all the time. I'm normally like, we don't do slime every day and everything, whatnot. Okay, but what I do want to talk to you about, it should be pretty fun for you. We're going to compare slime, okay, to a little something that I like to call silly putty, okay? So slime and silly putty, they are one ingredient apart, all right, as far as the stuff that I'm calling silly putty. And silly putty has some different properties, and really basically we add in cornstarch to the mix. All right, so let's go ahead and get going on making our slime, our silly putty. We'll do a quick little observation and kind of see, and you'll get to see the differences between the two. And then I'll be done and I'll be gone and honestly go back to writing the rest of my grade. But such is life. This is what we do. This is what we do. Hashtag nonprofit life. Anybody knows about it? You know about it? All right. So yeah, so here's my cornstarch. All right. Putting this back into the box. Whoa! See, I was trying to make that not happen. All right. Glue. We've already talked about why I'm using Blick glue because that's what I got last time when I went and I bought glue. Right. My gel food coloring. If you don't know by now how much I love gel food coloring, I don't know what to tell you. It's nice, guys. It's really nice. Okay. Yeah. Cups, spoons. I'm making 2 samples, but I need 3 spoons. Why do I need 3 spoons? Because I need 1 spoon for each sample and then a separate spoon for my cornstarch. All right? Hi. There we go. Thank you for joining me over here on Instagram. All right, so once again, I am doing a quick little comparison because you know the pop-ups. I don't hang out with y'all the whole entire afternoon for a pop-up. I'm doing a quick little comparison about a little something I call silly putty and slime. I'll let you know. So there's one ingredient difference between silly putty and the slime, and then we'll get to observe the actual, how can I say, textural difference that one ingredient now makes, right? Because when we're doing science, when we're doing chemistry, we're looking at how our chemicals combine together to make something new, right? So once again, I'm Miss Steph. Thank you so much for joining me for our little pop-up today. All right, first thing first, let's get down some glue. This will be one of the 3 materials that will be inside of both substances, okay? One of the 3 that will be inside of both of my samples. I've got glue right here inside of both sample cups. Smith. All right, now make sure we have things labeled right. This is going to be our slime, and this one is my silly putty. Remember, I said 1 component will be added to the silly putty, and that component, if you're just now joining us, cornstarch. Now, the thing with the cornstarch, I'm not big on different brands of cornstarch. Like, it's not a thing that I feel like really matters that much. But I will be honest that I've noticed that this cornstarch is pretty consistent in performance. Starch 1 heaping scoop. Just like heaping. Okay. 1 heaping scoop of cornstarch. And so now you see what we've got here in this silly putty sample. I'm now mixing it up. Mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 mix. Okay, so this one, are we adding anything else to it? We are going, yes, we are. We're going to add some slime activator. But guess what? The slime activator will go inside of both of our samples. Okay? Because remember, the only difference between the silly putty and the slime is our cornstarch. Okay? So let's add, and I know I'm rolling y'all right through this really quickly. I'm going to kind of grab a 3rd cup just because I want to, but it's because it's a pop-up. I'm just coming in to say hello, hang out with you all for a few minutes, and then head back to my grant writing. Yes? Okay. So, going to add just a little bit, not too much, because if I add too much, bad, right? We all know that if we add too much activator to our slime, it's not going to come out the way we want it to. Ooh, yuck, right? All right, so let's pour, let's pour, let's pour, let's pour. All right, leaving that there, letting that sit for a little bit. Now, let's get in over here. Let's pour, let's pour, let's pour, let's pour, let's pour. We've made slime before, so I've already talked to you about the ratios and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to have that conversation today because that's not our focus. Today, our focus is observing a difference. Everybody say difference. Difference. A difference between slime proper, okay, and between slime and silly putty. All right, so my slime, as you can see, is already forming my polymer. Again, things we've already talked about. Polymer is a type of chemical. Okay, polymer. There we go, there we go, there we go. My polymer is forming, but as you see, when I get a little more firm with it, it breaks down a little bit because it's not completely formed. We don't have enough activator in it just yet. So let's add some more, right? We know that if we don't have enough activator to turn all of our glue into our slime, we know that we just add more. You add more. All right, y'all. Believe it or not, we are almost done with today's pop-up. I'm going to add a little bit more. Just making, small portions because I just want you to see. I just want you to get an idea of what's happening. This is a pretty soupy slime, this particular slime, yeah, that we've made. It's a pretty soupy slime. Most people who know me know that I'm not really into overly soupy slime. So I just keep adding activator. Why? Because I don't like overly soupy slime. Okay? To my desired end product. Okay? There we go. Now you notice that this is taking a slightly different texture, slightly different way because it is not the same thing, right? You see how that pulls up and we get this stretchiness? Nice big stretch. Nice big stretch, and it's almost all coming out of the container. Whereas here, it's also, so the colors are different. Getting a slight different color. It's a little hard to see on Instagram. Hopefully you can see that on Facebook. Getting some slightly different coloring, right? Okay. This is giving me more pink. Okay. See how that comes off the cup a bit differently. And again, bit by bit, making slime does take patience. Okay, making slime and silly putty and all that stuff does take patience. You do need to be patient, right? So I'm going to spin this around. So, okay. All right. I'm going to grab some of this here. You can kind of see me play with it. I know that's what you want to see. You want to see me play with it. Okay. So I'm going to grab this. This particular one, you see, it has some stickiness to it, but it also has a different kind of pull. When I'm pulling, it feels a bit different, okay, than my typical traditional slime. And if I had a higher concentration, of my cornstarch here, that also would give me another kind of level of different style of pull and so forth, right? You see, you guys have got me playing with the slime, okay? And that for me, that's a little on the sticky side, that silly putty. And again, if you're just now joining us, we're looking at the differences between silly putty and just straight up slime. Here's my straight up slime. This is glue, food coloring, and slime activator, okay? So I want you to see the pull difference. You see how that's like really just like goopy and like runny, okay? That's what I get when I just have slime activator, glue, and food coloring. Whereas my other substance was giving me a bit of a stronger pull, okay? And if I added more cornstarch to it, it would really give me a pull, and in the end, I would be able to get it to bounce too. The other thing that's going on with this is my fully formed slime, believe it or not, is coming off of my hands a bit easier, a bit more easily. All right, so here's the deal, y'all. It's been fun. I'm glad that I got to come on and hang out with you all for just a few moments. We had a little delay in the start because I'm working on grants and stuff. But that's nonprofit life. Hashtag nonprofit life. So this was our slime sample. And this over here was our silly putty sample. All right. So I will finish making that up for you. And then just like I've been doing, I'm going to post a sample results, right? I'll post a result picture. All right, folks. So it's been great hanging out with you just for a few minutes here. And I will see you on Saturday. Okay. Saturday, 2:30 Eastern time. Have a wonderful, thank you for joining me. Thank you. Have a wonderful, let's see if my sticky, slimy fingers can do it. Have a wonderful afternoon, people. Bye. All right, be well over here. You see my hands are still slimy. Can you imagine? I'm about to touch my computer with slimy fingers, but it'll be fun. It'll be totally fun. I'll see you on Saturday. Have a great rest of your afternoon.